Right, let's get to it. Hey everyone, Sedge here with something a little different and temporary because I'll be taking it down when I think it's had its time to fester. That's not the right term. I don't know what I'm saying. Which is bad because this isn't scripted in the slightest. So, that's the point, actually. Let's get to it. This will be probably a partial, lightly edited, ranting sort of video, but it is requesting your help. So if you're like fully invested in the channel or you want to, you're curious about what this is, keep on watching. You can stop watching whenever you want. That's the glory of YouTube. But this will be related to recent events and the future of the channel as a whole. So, yeah, you don't have to watch it. That's what I'm saying. You can click off now and watch something better, like anything else I've made, or, anything else on YouTube which is already better within itself. Self-deprecation. Right. So, over the past, well, a long bloody time now, I've been trying to work out a series for the channel which I can A, make regularly, and B, get new people in. But of course, C, also enjoy. Which is a bloody hard trinity to obtain, not to be confused with the one for the Matrix. I'm going to try and not do any of those unnecessary segues because they make no sense. So essentially I've been trying to get what I call a gateway video, or a gateway series, rather. Which is where, like I said, it's something I enjoy making, but it also brings new people in. Because I've, pretty much from the beginning, I accepted that making gaming videos on YouTube, it's not going to get me anywhere. Unless I do something like radically different, but I don't like restricting myself to one certain format. So, yeah. Don't get me wrong, I love making gaming videos. It's freaking awesome as hell, and I'm freaking so happy that Sea Lions joined the team and we're actually having an editor, because, editing a lot is crazy busy. And crazy tiring. So, in regards to the Gateway series, I started off with a series concept where, well, here it is, I have it here. So what I do is I put on this t-shirt, this green t-shirt, pop up the green screen that's behind me. It's one of those Elgato pop-up ones. I don't want to get it set up now. And put this oddly not the right colored scarf around my neck and essentially host a show, whatever the show may be, with a decapitated head of myself. A head of myself. It's called a head of myself. Incidentally, the concept came before the name. Wes from Heart Mode actually came up with the name and it was freaking fantastic, so I rolled with it. Like a head. Makes sense. But, so yeah, the concept came out of just like, what can I do that's the closest thing to unique on YouTube? Which is freaking hard these days because so many people are creative as hell and they're getting completely destroyed. Thanks, YouTube, for supporting the idiots. Nevertheless, that's the start of the concept. The first initial idea of how to actually, use the thing was I was going to use that in Clip Tips, the series that I promised way too early. And I've also temporarily scrapped because it's a ridiculous amount of work and I know I'm going to get like 300 views or something for it. And that's like, I don't know, I don't want to put that much effort into something I know won't bring back, won't be worth it, I guess, in the end. Like, I do want to make it, but of course it's like, it's very strict in the ways that it's teaching. It's a tutorial. It's not like laid back and, I'm talking like this and doing whatever the hell I want to do. It's, I don't know. I need to work out how to make it better. I don't know what I'm saying. This is the video, guys. This is what you're in for. Strap on. Strap in. Right, so, it started off as a Clip Tips concept of hosting the show. So I used my decapitated head to pop up and just give you little tips and things like that. And I thought, that's a decent idea. But, like I said, Clip Tips just wasn't really working out, so I temporarily scrapped that. Moved on to the next thing. The next concept was video essays, like Nerd Writer, but more along the style of, Nakey Jakey. He's on the YouTube and he does really like laid back things. He literally just, in fact, it's actually quite similar. He has a green screen and he sits on an exercise ball and he just talks. But he does it in such a funny way. It's almost like Steve Brule from Adult Swim and all that sort of stuff. It's very It's very personal, and I respect that. But the thing is, I wanted to make something, you know, of not necessarily higher quality, but more focused on showing off my editing skills. Because a lot of the stuff on this channel, it doesn't really show off what I can do. It's almost like an editing relaxation channel, where I just cut, add music, blub, 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 throw it out there, and people go, "Where's Dan?" He's back, temporarily. I don't know how it's gonna work. Let's not focus on that, it's not the topic. But the problem with video essays is you have to do research. I don't have time for that. I want to record something, focus on the editing, and get it out in due time. Whenever that may be. Hooray for schedules. So, video essays kind of went to the side, not completely disregarded, but more like, this already exists, and I'm still working on a way how to make it unique and better for myself, instead of just ripping off everyone else. Then again, in saying that, the third and currently final concept was something more like personal anecdotes and stories, kind of like all the YouTube animators. Not all the YouTube animators, the modern ones. So, you know, the Jaden Animations, Odd Ones Out, Let Me Explain Studios, that sort of thing. But of course I can't draw at all, so I thought, why don't I use the head from all this trying the thing that I'm trying to work out to put this in something to tell stupid stories, you know, do dumb rants, kind of like this, but more funny and better, and a higher production value. And I'm like, that's a decent idea, let's give that a shot. So over the past 2-3 weeks I've been working on it. I spent about a week scripting on it. Had a good 30-minute recording session where Dan called me midway, which was handy because it was actually part of the script. But after recording it, popping it on, working out how to actually do the decapitated editing, it takes a freaking long time to do it, which is also partial reluctance. But I was working on it, I've done about 30 seconds or so, and then just all of a sudden I'm working on it, I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. We're getting really real now. Again, I prefer to be transparent, completely other half, and like, hey guys, I'm always happy. I'm not. And this week has been a good example of that. We're getting a bit serious now. Well, kind of already are. Because it felt too artificial. It didn't feel like it was me having fun recording, having fun editing. I don't want it to be a job in the sense of just, I want to shit this out every single fucking week. I want to make it, if that makes any sense. And I pretty much read directly from the script. There was barely any improvisation. It was just like directly reading, trying to memorize lines and stuff. And after looking at it and rendering out, which took like 2 hours to render 30 seconds, thanks After Effects, it just didn't feel right. I don't know, it's hard to explain, because it was personal. Don't get me wrong, because it was, the actual concept was how I feel overwhelming guilt when I do the smallest amount of potentially negative things in real life, and I called it the curse. I had a cool thumbnail. Actually, I can put the thumbnail up, can't I? If I remember to edit this at all. Click, of course I will. That's the thumbnail for it. I may even show what I worked on directly after this. G'day! If you're wondering why the decapitated head of Al from Toy Story is talking to you, check the link up above. It'll explain some things. Don't worry, I can wait. All good? Let's go. But, yeah, it just didn't feel right. I don't know, it's not where I want to go with the channel. Because I still want it to be personal, I want it to be fun, relaxed, kicked back, but I also want to show off my editing skills, because I feel it's kind of lackluster on this channel, at least. But for the entirety of this week, not just that, I have had no motivation at all. You know, I've been lying down on my bed watching Netflix and just having naps and stuff. And I'm like, okay, no, I gotta edit highlights. I got the second part of the Siege highlights with Dan that I want to edit, and I actually got that up right now. I gotta work on ahead of myself in the series that I'm working on. But I've had the whole week off, thanks to Matt Pat going over a Hawaiian holiday and being pregnant. I also edited the pregnant video, though. I did do that. That was quite fun. But I don't know. I'm worried. I guess not for the state of the channel, because I can, you know, I could make highlights and snippets and stuff till the cows come home. Coincidentally, I did a farming video recently. That'll be out soonish. But it's like, I don't know. I just want a series which I can make regularly. It's not too difficult to make. It lets me show off my editing skills. I'm like doing like a max checklist here. I just want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's just put it simple. I want a series which I can make regularly, brings new people to the channel, so I can actually, because I still want to do this for a living. This is pretty much my life goal at this point, is to make a living doing what I love, and this is what I love. But I'm starting not to love certain aspects of it, and it's making me concerned for the future of the channel. Yeah. Or maybe I'm just jumping into things too early. I don't know. But, yeah. What was I gonna say? Essentially, well, what else can I say, of course? I mentioned it on Discord. I said, you guys are the drivers, I'm just the engine powering the damn thing. So, I guess this is kind of like a video asking to which direction you want to steer in. I'm not good with analogies or similes or whatever the hell they're called. Metaphors? No, I don't know. One of those. But I'm trying to spit out the words. How do I say things? What am I saying? Right, that's what I'm saying. Cool. God damn it. What I'm essentially asking for is not necessarily feedback, but kind of not even support either, just general, I don't know. I don't spit it out, me. I'm looking for you guys to, I guess, suggestions and feedback. Let's go with that. Looking for suggestions and feedback on how I can adapt this current Ahead of Myself series into something good, to put it simply. Because the main focus is, you know, I want to be unique, which is hard to do these days, because people, even if you're slightly similar to someone else, because I will gain inspiration from plenty of people, they're going to say, oh, you ripped off blah blah blah, and then there, because they're going to say that a lot with game theory, because my editing style is very similar to those. What a coincidence. Even though I don't like to show it off too much in this channel. But yeah, where do I go from here? Is the question. Because I've been brainstorming for ages. I've been just trying to figure out how to gain some sort of, I guess, success by my definition, which is gaining a large following of subscribers on the no, actually, no. My idea of success on this channel is reaching the ability to actually make a living on the channel while also making content that I love to make. Not just doing it to pander to the fans or exclusively for the money. See number ones, squeakquels, for examples of that. Actually, a little side note, that's also why I haven't been making YTPs recently. I've been getting... I just don't want to put it simply. I know I could easily make... Hell, I could make a freaking living off of number one if I really wanted to. But it doesn't feel right. It's not... me, I guess. It's under a pseudonym, even though I directly reference to and from on each side, but it's like... this is a fidget cube. I'm autistic now. I don't know. It's hard to enjoy editing when the source isn't fun, isn't real. That's why I enjoy doing things like the Sherlock YTPs, which I'm also working on now, but it's going to take ages because I want it to be good. I don't want to just shit it out and, you know, move on to the next one, sort of thing. It's... Come on, spit it out. I want to enjoy what I'm doing, but also somehow make a living doing that too. Easier said than done. And don't get me wrong, I put a shitload of effort into these channels. Like, more than I should. Fact of the matter is, it takes me 3 or 4 days as a minimum to work on a single highlights episode. And that's in addition to working hundreds of hours a week editing for game theory and stuff. And of course I can't say there's no freaking excuse because I just spend the entire week doing nothing. But I don't know. It's a weird obstacle. Let's try and put this even simpler. Okay. I need your guys' help on developing the Ahead of Myself series. I love the name, I love the concept, the hosting thing, I just don't know what else to do. It's purely conceptual at this point. I need you guys' help on, or I want your guys' help on what to do with it, essentially. Currently the kind of idea is doing what I was already doing, but no script. Having dot points of what I want to talk about, but not, you know, I want it to be natural. So, you know, instead of just saying like, you know, wow, I sure am happy today. Look out, it's a badger. I don't know what I'm saying. I really suck at examples. Essentially, yeah. I want to further develop the Ahead of Myself series, but without it being fake, I guess. Because this is as real gets. Right here. I never want to be non-transparent. I need to be fully. I'm a fucking ghost, essentially. Because YouTubers don't do that. And then again, no one watches YouTubers probably who do this, because, they're people. But, yeah. I'm flawed, heavily. And I need your guys' support. That's essentially it. I guess normally this would be the time where people are like, hey, subscribe to my Patreon. I'm just going to quickly bring that up too. Don't subscribe yet. I do have a Patreon account and I'm kind of working on that. But I also may need help for tiers and rewards and stuff that I can actually produce. Because Patreon in the next like several months or within the year, I guess, may be a necessity due to everything screwing up and YouTube giving me like $10 a month. I mean, it's okay. I can buy dinner for a day. But there's 30 days in a month. I can't do that. Not that I don't get paid by theorists, because of course I do. But I need to save up that money to move out and become a proper adult, because I'm living with my parents, and that's, for a 23 turning 24-year-old, not the best idea. I love independence, and I can't afford it, essentially speaking. Whew. Gotta say, this feels pretty great to get on my chest. Geez, we're already on 20 minutes. You know, actually, we're almost on 20 minutes. Let's make this less than 20 minutes, just a bit less, and try to wrap it up here. So, a summary, I guess. What the hell do I do? That's pretty much it. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, pretty much any suggestions are more than welcome. Like, really, I appreciate it more than anything, because, like I said, you guys, I keep calling you guys, I hate when people do that. I don't have anything else to use. You, are, you're a necessity. You make this channel what it is. I could shit out content, no matter how much effort I put into it. I could do it constantly for years on end, which I kind of have been, and get nowhere, which I kind of have been, but I need to I don't know. I need more people, but I don't want to steal them. I want to actually entice people in. I don't want to grab people and suffocate them and say, you're coming with me to my channel and bring them over. I want to entice them with a tasty breakfast I've prepared by hand. And this is going to be over 20 minutes. Shit. Who cares? Whatever. If you're watching this far, you're already a freaking awesome person, and you're the person I want to be talking to anyway. I do want people... Yeah, full transparency. I want the channel to grow. I want to make a living on this channel, doing what I love, with people I freaking adore and want to marry. But I don't know. It's hard to find something unique and something I actually enjoy to make, rather than something I feel like I'm making because I want to grow the channel, not because I actually want to make it. If that makes any sense. I don't know. It's difficult to say things when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's pretty much it. What do I do? Pop it in the comments or on Discord or wherever Sedges can be reached. And yeah. I like talking to you guys. I'll respond as I usually do. And I appreciate all the stuff. And I'm also expecting a few joking responses, which, you know, fair enough. But this is more of a serious thing. So, out of respect, don't be too much of an asshole. Looking at you, Rafugi. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. This video will be deleted when I think it's used its purpose, I guess. And that's pretty much it. I got stuff scheduled for every single Sunday. I got videos constantly being made and fortunately edited by Sea-Line. He's a damn savior. But that's pretty much it. New stuff on Sundays, as usual. And that's it. Cool. Thank you for watching if you watched this far. I'm Sedge and I will be forever. And, yeah. Help me. See ya.